true love making. This is true love making. This is true love making all the time. This is true love making. This is true love making. This is true love making all the time.
Let's go. It's your girl Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, queen of spice. We here. It's the Mina Mendoza show. Straight spice.
It's looking spicy.
Period. Listen, I just got back from a desert, aka why we not live on Thursday, but we're doing this beautiful pre-recorded show with nothing but greatness. But yeah, I just got back from Arizona. I was in a whole ass desert. The spice was in a spicy environment. Insane. So much heat. I went to Scottsdale. Amazing vibes, amazing people. I definitely had such a great time, but oh my God, was it hot. It was fucking hot. But I'm glad to be back. Literally got it back in Jersey at like 2:30 in the morning. And now I'm here producing greatness. Let's go. But yes, before we start my show, I do want to give out a couple shout outs. Shout out to Bravery Studios out here making this podcast happen. If you ever think of making a podcast, definitely come through. Shout out to Rip Dispensary in Jersey City. Amazing dispensary. They're like on a highway. I don't know if you ever saw that lumberjack dude, but like why'd I did that? Like the lumberjack people do that. But he's holding a piece of wood and it's like an iconic image in Jersey. But if you ever pass that, please go in because it's actually a dispensary. Good vibes, good flour, oils, and just a good time in general. Just always stop by there. I consider it one of like Jersey's top dispensaries. So shout out to Rip. Also, I want to kind of talk about a little bit of events that are going to be coming by. So your girl Mina Mendoza is going to be an amazing spicy judge on June 29th, karaoke showdown at Bravery Studios. It's going to start at 6 o'clock. You got to get your ticket at Eventbrite, but it's going to be a whole vibe. We're going to have food. We're going to have entertainment. I'm going to be there with Ayo Chill Studios and also a surprise judge. I don't even know who the surprise guest judge is, but I'm excited. If you want to know who it is, got to show up. Now, I didn't even get to the spiciest part. So there's going to be 2 prizes. I'll name the like second prize and then go up to the first prize. Create momentum. So the second prize, it's a kimono drip, like best kimono drip contest. Yeah. Whoever has the best kimono drip gets 1 hour of free podcast studio time here at Bravery Studios. And honestly, that's an amazing prize because it's truly like if you ever wanted a chance to try something, hey, this is your chance. Like, you could record anything you want. You want to record cooking? We could record cooking. You want to talk about your family? We could talk about your family. Do you want to just record and sit there? Maybe that too. But you get an hour of that. Now, the grand prize is the karaoke showdown. So you get 1 submission, 1 song, and whoever does the best karaoke song, and again, there will be 3 judges. Mina Mendoza is one of them, gets 2 hours free podcast recording time here at Bravery Studios. I think it's amazing prizes. I feel like it's a prize that allows a bigger prize for yourself because it's like truly a gift. So June 29th, 6 p.m. Get your ticket at Eventbrite here at Bravery Studios. Karaoke Showdown. Let's go. All right. I think I'm okay with my shout outs and event speaking. I'm sure if something pops up, I'll definitely, it'll come up. But what I want to do is start getting the show started. So today I have an extra special spicy guest with me. I have Esco from La Chandelle Candle. Did I say it right?
Yes.
La Chandelle.
You got it.
Yes. Esco, I'm so happy bringing you on the show. How are you feeling, my love?
Thank you. I'm feeling great.
You feeling great?
I'm excited. I'm a little nervous.
It's okay.
I'm happy to be here, Mina. So thank you.
Of course. So La Chandelle Candle, babe. First of all, La Chandelle. Why La Chandelle? What does that mean?
Girl.
I'm not going to act like I know what that means. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. I know it's French, right?
Yeah.
Sounds
it is.
French.
It's fun. It's a funny story, actually, right? So I wanted to start the candle company. I was like, I want something luxurious. I want something bougie. I want something nice. And I'm like, maybe I can name it something in French. Let me see what it is. So I was like, what does a candle mean in French? La chandelle. So then I was like, okay, La Chandelle candle. So then, in the middle of my business and a year or two in, and I'm like, wait, so I'm really called the candle? So yeah, La Chandelle candle. The candle candle.
Like that.
The candle candle.
The candle
So
candle.
That's what it means.
I think that's dope. La Chandelle candle. I love it.
Yeah.
So, you're in the candle making business.
Yes.
How long have you been making candles?
5 years.
5 years.
5 years. Yeah.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, because I always want to start, the beginning, the journey. When did this exactly start?
So it started 2018.
Okay.
2018, winter 2018. Funny story. I'm really good at, or I have OCD. I love cleaning.
Okay.
Right. I love cleaning, and I was so used to buying 5-6 candles, going to Walmart, getting my 5-6 candles, and after I clean, I would light a candle in every single room. It was winter time. I had just finished cleaning, rolling up my little blunt, and I'm like, wait a minute, I need a candle. Like, where are my candles? I had none, and it was a snowstorm, and I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, how was I gonna get my candles?
Yeah.
I was so annoyed, and on some high shit, I was like, dang, I should just make my own candles. Like, why not?
Yes.
So I started searching, I started researching, and I became obsessed. Like, I was like, I got my little package from Amazon.
I'm about to say, in my head, I'm like, she was creating a big ass Amazon list, period.
I was like, what do you need? Like, I went on Amazon, I got everything, and I started testing. It took me a good 6 months to know that Amazon wasn't it. So 6 months trial and error, buying different soy waxes, different wicks, different fragrances, until I actually felt like, okay, this is good. This is good to burn. This is good to sell. So from like November 2018 to like April 2019, like I sold my first candle April 25th, 2019. Yeah.
I love
It's
that.
so special. I know, like down to the T.
As you should.
Yeah.
As you should.
Yep.
So, I mean, a little backstory. So, I met Esco. It was Light and Wick.
Yep.
Light and Wick at Rip Dispensary in Jersey City.
Yes.
It was actually my first time doing any type of smoking event, like 420 friendly type of event. I'm gonna do the paint ones. NJ Garden State of Mind. I will be there for the paint ones.
Right.
But the candle one was the first one, and I remember it was like right before 420. It was like the day before or something like that.
Yeah, around there. Yep.
And yo, let me tell you something. That's a lot of work, yo.
It is.
It was a beautiful process. Don't get me wrong. I remember the oil, adding this. I feel like picking out the scents was the fun part.
Yep.
Yep. I chose coffee. I like the smell of coffee. But girl, you were like, yeah, you got to keep turning this. And I was like, yeah, I could turn this for 30 minutes. I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah.
Just keep turning for 30 minutes? Oh, man. And I remember just turning. And then I was feeling jelly because, like, everybody around my table, their, like, candle was emulsifying and my shit was still clear. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? I'm just going in circles. And then I felt like you were giving such positive encouragement. You're like, you'll get there. 2 more minutes. I'm like, yo, 6 minutes later. It's still clear. I'm like, yo. Finally, though, I got it to emulsify.
To get cloudy.
Yes. Yo, I waited. And then, like, it is crazy. You're thinking, like, yo, this shit is perfect. This shit looks beautiful. I can't wait to light this shit. You got to wait 2 weeks.
Yep.
What? I got to wait 2 weeks. Which I actually did light one of them. Unfortunately, one of them broke in my car.
No.
Yeah, I was my coffee one. I was so upset because
all that hard work.
I know it was underneath my seat because I left them there. It was so like cold. It wasn't hot, and I had forgot, and I was cleaning out my car and pulled my chair back. Only one of them broke.
Okay.
The other one I still have, which I burned and smells beautiful.
Nice.
But yo, all I remember, I'm like, yo, why is this why is this chair not going back? I was like,
man.
what was that? I was like, oh my God. Yo, my car smelled like, it still smells like coffee.
Coffee, yeah.
But it smells good.
Good.
My car smells amazing.
At least it smells good, right?
I don't know if you want to venture out to car air fresheners, but I'm like, girl.
I actually am looking into that. So, yep.
So through that experience, Esco is now sitting in my couch here at the Mina Mendoza show. So also, if anybody ever wants to experience some of Esco's work, please check her out. If you want to give your Instagram handle, babe.
Sure. You can find me on Instagram, La Chandelle Candle. It's at LACHANDELLE Candle.
Period. Let's go. So yes, you can check her out for her events. Like I mentioned before, I did a light and wig. So if you ever want to experience any of her candle making and like learn about candles and what that could be, and also get a little high, show up at the event. Check her out. Follow her. Support her. We empower women here. Period. And I don't know how to wink. I was like, I don't know how to. I was like, right? All right. I'm gonna stop. All right, babe, I gotta ask you, who is top 3? Okay, I know La Chandelle Candle's number 1.
Right.
But like, before we created our business, who would you consider to have the best candles and why?
Who has the best candles and why? I loved Jo Malone. Jo Malone has really nice candles. I like their scent. They're really nice and strong.
Yeah.
Those are pretty nice and strong. I really always went to Walmart. Walmart has some really good candles. They have a whole bunch of variety. They come in different colors, and they're affordable, right? So if I didn't have money for Jo Malone, I went to Walmart, right? That was my favorite spot. And then every once in a while, I would go to Home Goods and I would find me a nice little candle. I like Home Goods because they had the different jars.
Yeah.
Different colors, different shapes.
It's like aesthetics.
Right. And went with the
it.
theme of the season, whether it was Valentine's Day, fall, whatever the case was. So I would say those would be my top 3 where I was always finding stuff that I liked.
Okay.
Yep.
I noticed we didn't say Bath and Body Works.
Yeah. No.
Any reason why?
So...
Educate them.
Right, educate them,
Esco.
right? Educate them. For one, I didn't like their candles because they would give me headaches. They would be way too strong. And this is before I even started my candle journey. I was just not for them. Even Yankee Candle, I wasn't really for it. I liked the other brands because they were softer. They were nice, but they were softer, right? So then I started this candle journey. And the reason why I even got more obsessed was because I found out that all these big brands use paraffin wax on their candles. And
what is that?
Paraffin, when you're burning paraffin wax, it's pretty much like you're breathing in gas or plastic. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's not healthy for you. And how cheap it is, it's ridiculous. So all these big candle companies make candles with paraffin wax, cheap wax, and they make so much money. And I'm like, what are we buying?
Oh my God, yo, for real.
What are we buying here? So then I started researching and I saw different brands do soy wax, and soy is all natural. It comes from soybeans and stuff like that. It's vegan. It doesn't give you the headaches. It doesn't cause you the asthma. It doesn't give you the allergies. It is a little bit more expensive, but I figured it's worth it, right? Because it's all natural. It's grown. Well,
especially if you're gonna be breathing it in.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So now if I see a Nana in the mall with a box of fucking Bath and Body Works, I'm like, you gonna die. Yeah. Stop. Like, yo.
Lord Jesus,
this is
today.
Okay? Oh my God.
Today. Yeah, no.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Because
no problem.
Marv, you knew that? You knew that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
A lot of people don't know that.
I didn't know that. A lot of people.
And
oh my God.
Every time I do pop-ups and stuff, I even tell people you don't have to shop with me. Just know that what you're burning at home is not good for you.
That's crazy.
Always try to look at the ingredients. And if it says beeswax, coconut wax, soy wax, I would say go for it.
Okay.
Yeah. So much better for you.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. Damn. Okay.
Stuff you would never think, right?
For real. Even so, Yankee Candle is
So Yankee Candle is paraffin, yes. They do paraffin. And then sometimes you know, if you go and buy like really nice candles, like a diptyque, and you look at the actual ingredients, it'll tell you a mix or a blend of wax. It doesn't even tell you the kind of wax.
A mix and a blend of wax. I didn't even know there was different waxes.
Right.
Like, what?
But to that point, what wax are you using? Why are you not telling me what kind of wax you're using?
That's wild.
What are you trying to
That's
do?
crazy. I really
wild.
don't like that guy.
Okay. So let's get to know more of what Esco likes based off scents. So what's your scent? Like what's your what does that look like? What are scents that make you happy?
What are scents that make me happy? I like fruity scents.
Fruity scents like what?
So I have a candle right now called Summer Fridays.
Ooh.
Like
Fridays.
D-A-Z-Y, yep.
Yeah.
It's raspberry lemonade. And I like it because it's fun and flirty. And it's so funny, right? Because people ask me that all the time, and when I tell them, "Oh, what do you like right now?" I'm like, it's almost like my fun, like my personality. Like, I don't know, it's fun, it's bright, it's summer. Like, I don't know, it just lifts me up. So I like fruity scents.
Fruity scents.
And right now, Summer Fridays is my thing.
Fridays, okay. What are scents that Esco doesn't like?
Oof, I can tell you a few. There's this candle I have called Smell Me at Your Own Risk. It's a rose and oud. Ooh. So it's like floral but smoky. Not my thing. I don't know. At first I didn't like florals until I started mixing and stuff, and I was like, okay, it's not so bad. I think it's the oud sometimes that gets me a little away from it. I don't like the smoky scents.
Yeah.
Not my thing.
Oud is like definitely an oil that you have to be very delicate with, because if you add too much, it could be like too strong.
Overpowering.
Fun fact about oud oil. Oud oil is one of the most oldest scents to humankind. Because back in the day, I think like Egyptian times, like way back, like when, obviously people stanked. So like they were trying to know that's what the whole point of fragrances is, because people smelled. So oud oil is one of the most oldest used ancient oils to humankind based off fragrance. Like people played with this oil to disguise fragrance. So that's why it's so strong.
Yeah.
It's strong for a reason, but like, used in the right way, it could be very beautiful, but if you use too much, it could also be it's too aggressive.
Right.
Way too aggressive. Right. But I get you on that oud oil. Yeah. I'm the same with like rose oil.
Yeah.
Rose oil, if it's too much, it gives like powderish vibes. I don't like that.
Like potpourri? I can't say that word.
Potpourri?
Potpourri, yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Lavender I do like though.
Lavender's nice.
I like lavender. Lavender's
bright,
pretty.
Bright scent. It's like wakes you up.
Okay.
I feel like, yeah.
What other scents doesn't Esco like? So no oud, no oils.
No oud. There's this man cave one.
Man cave.
Everyone loves man cave. Man cave is cedarwood glow. Okay. And I don't like it because it smells tobacco-ish to me. Man cave is a masculine scented candle. That's what I provide for my men.
I'm dead.
Yeah, it smells to me tobacco. So the cool thing about me and my nose, I realize that my nose is not like your nose.
Yeah.
So I tell people like, smell this. Everyone loves it. I don't like it. It's tobacco-ish to me. But people are like, really? This smells like a clean scent. And I'm like, oh, okay. Or some people be like, it smells a little sweet. And I'm like, really? Not to me. But okay, if you love it, I like it. I love it. You love it, I love it. So that I don't like. So maybe it's just smoky stuff that I'm not into. Yeah, but that's another one I'm not too crazy about.
So we like fruity scents, but we don't like too smoky.
No.
We're not too much of a big fan of rose, oud oil.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have lavender. I have two types of lavender. I have a regular lavender, which is lavender, but then I was playing around with it and I added like a embers type of oil into it, so it made it even more smokier. It's like a lavender smoky. I didn't like it. People loved it.
Really?
Yeah. And that was just me playing around with it. Like, let me just try it. I made like only a few and it sold out really quick.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yeah.
My question, I want to know about like what are the struggles of making candles? So like, you know, I always feel like the more vulnerable you are and the more comfortable you are speaking about, you know, there's no way to sugarcoat this word, but to speak about your failures, the more successful you will be. Because I feel like failures are lessons and failures truly are examples that you're passionate and that you're figuring out something, you know? So I feel like if you're failing, you're almost winning, if that makes sense. If you're not failing, I don't know, like, where's the lesson? Because if you get something right away, you know, there's gratitude and amazement and, you know, you're happy. But imagine like failing, and then getting it. That's like a different momentum.
Yeah.
So I guess think of one of those moments, babe. Like, can you share a moment with the audience of like a failure type of situation with your candle?
Think I'm good at. Nowadays you have things like AI, right, where you could type something out and it'll do it for you. And I try to do stuff like that once in a while, but it doesn't feel like me.
Yeah.
It's not me, you know, it's not me. So that is something that I'm struggling with. One failure that I did have that I do think about, my big goal right now is to do wholesale, right? Like I'm trying to put my candles out there to small businesses, big businesses. I tried to do wholesale with another small business and I jumped at it. I didn't plan correctly, I guess. I didn't have a contract. It was all like negotiation over the phone, face to face. And I did make a big batch. I made like 3 dozen candles for the small business. And I kept following up, like, hey, I got it. You know, they told me the scents that they wanted, the jars that they wanted, the design. I put all this work into it and they just never responded back to me. So, you know, I was a little upset about it. I was like, dag, I should have had a contract. I should have made them sign. I should have did this. I should have a whole bunch of should haves, right? I was upset. But I was like, you know what? Lesson learned. I turned it around. I started doing my research. I now have an entire email letter. I have an entire wholesale contract. And those candles that I did end up making, I just gave them out for free. So like every time someone purchased, I gave them a free candle. Aww. And I was like, you know what? It's not bad. It's a nice gesture. You know, you can keep your customers coming back.
It's like a random act of kindness.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm very big on whatever you give, you get back.
Yeah.
So, you know,
I
made something positive or good out of it. So
I love that. If you're still looking though for places to, I guess, vend your company, would love to collaborate with you.
Hey.
So off camera, you know, you know, because I want to help out people as much as possible. So we'll talk. Okay, so I guess going back, if it wasn't for candles, babe, right? What do you think you would be doing?
Oof. Well,
was there ever another venture you wanted to get into?
Honestly speaking, I'm a little hustler.
Okay.
I always try to do something, you know, like I have a 9-to-5. I have a regular 9-to-5. I used to sell sex toys.
Ooh.
I used to sell sex toys.
Maybe blend them together, create a wax massage candle.
Right, exactly, like a little oil thing that you can do. Yeah. I don't know what I would be doing. So
wait, hold on. We gotta go back to that. You can't just say that and let it go. So you used to sell sex. This the Mina Mendoza show spice, yo.
Spicy, right?
Girl.
Yeah.
You made them like
No. I actually had partnered with one of my old coworkers, and she was already into the whole sex toy business. I think I partnered with her. I was like, you know, I just want to do something on the side, do little whatever. What do you do? Like, show me what you do, because, you know, I found it interesting.
Yeah.
She taught me all her tricks. She got me her provider. I bought a few things, and I started doing sex parties, so to say. And I would go to people's houses, and I would create these like sex games and like cute little stuff, you know,
awesome.
like, you know, girls' night, bachelorettes and stuff like that.
Whole bunch of penises.
A whole bunch of penises, yes. A whole bunch of gadgets and stuff. But that was fun. It didn't last long. But I learned a lot about vibrators and
Yes.
oils and all that stuff.
That's a whole different
Yeah.
type of education
It
right
really
there.
is. It really is. And you're educating people on sex, and you're trying to create that comfortability between partners sometimes because it's not there. You know, a lot of men don't like to use toys during their intimate times.
Yeah.
So I found that very interesting, and I always try to like suggest like bring your partner, you know, it'll be fun, like they can join in on the games, like, you know, don't let them feel like they're insecure, be insecure about it or anything like that. So that was a fun journey. It
That's
was fun.
funny.
Yeah.
I never thought about like what men feel, you know?
Yeah.
So
They're
it's
very
just
intimidated.
like I don't know why this came up to my head. I just picture like, you know, like you're living with your girl's it's that day where your girl's just out running errands or doing work and you're the one cleaning the apartment. You're just like limpia la casa. You
Yeah.
open the drawer. Oh,
Yeah.
my competition.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah.
This pig penis.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Some are little and some are strong.
That part. And I wonder if like maybe it's an insecurity thing, you know,
Yeah, I
or
think
like
it is.
I can't make my dick vibrate like 1,000 times
Right,
fast,
right,
like, you know.
right.
But I feel like it's not about that. But I get what you're saying, like accountability. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like a vibrator and a real thing is a big difference.
Yeah.
First of all, you know, it's
Yeah.
a robot.
Yeah.
And the other one is a human being. Like a robot can't give you feelings, you know?
No,
And I feel like
absolutely
that's the
not.
big difference.
Yeah.
And if men or women or, you know, anybody, I feel like everybody's like their own gender, can understand that it's a machine, you know, there's no attachment to it. There's no reason to be scared of the machine.
No.
You know?
Not at all.
Yeah.
It's not gonna fight you.
That part.
Yeah.
That
like,
part.
No.
But yeah, I feel like definitely, you know, thank you for sharing that. I didn't know
No
that.
problem.
I think that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
That's so fucking cool.
That was a fun journey. It really was.
I definitely encourage you to blend some of that and make like a sex candle
Sex
where you can
little
like,
thing, right?
even though I'm gonna be real, girl, I tried that one time. That shit was not sexy for me. I was like, ah.
Because it's hot,
Just-
right?
Yeah, like
No, I know.
like
I
people
know.
who like that are like hardcore. Like it was just too much for
No,
me.
it really is. Even when I get some wax on me by mistake, I'm like, dag, this is
Yo,
so
for
hot.
real.
Yeah, I'm like, how do they do
So it's
this
like,
in
do they
bed?
do drops? Because it's like, yo, if someone just straight up went, that's it. I'm done. I'm done.
I
I'm
think
done.
the part for me is when it dries up. Like, what are you gonna do?
Oh, yeah, it's like all hard.
Scratch it off for me?
Yo,
Like,
I'm dead. Scratch it off.
right.
Ain't nobody got
that's
time for
it.
that.
I'm not
Well,
turned on anymore.
I will leave it up to you, babe, to find that formula. Because you got to find a way to, I guess, keep it oily.
Yeah.
Right?
To keep it nice and hot and soft and soothe. Yeah. It's a thing.
I'm here for that. I'm here for that.
Yeah. People ask me all the time. No. Men, come to my DM all the time and they're like, oh, so like, do you pour the wax on yourself? Boy, bye. Like, what? You want candles or not?
my
Like,
God.
why?
No.
Who thinks of
I'd be
these
like, you
things?
pour wax on yourself? You like that?
Right.
Buy a candle for me. Try it.
Right.
All right, babe. So I want to know, what was your situation with Amazon? Why is Amazon not a good provider for candle making? Because you did mention that you were making it for 6 months and they weren't a good provider. So was it because the scents or oils weren't authentic? Were they not strong enough? Were they just not good quality?
So when you make a candle or when you start learning how to make a candle, it's literally a science. Like
Yeah.
temperatures, mixes, measurements. So I was just getting I would plug in like candle wax and I would just buy what was cheap at that time, right? Because I didn't understand the art of investing and getting back and buying in bulk and stuff like that. So I would follow the directions that I would find online and I would make a candle. And then the first batch of candles I gave out to my friends, like the candle would tunnel. It wouldn't smell.
Oh, shit.
It wouldn't smell. It would burn only in the middle. The wick wouldn't light.
Oh
So
shit.
it was all like a trial and error type of thing. I ordered a few times from Amazon, and perhaps, I'm not saying don't go and buy stuff from Amazon. Perhaps if you get the good mix, if you figure out what your recipe is, it could work. It's just for me, it did not work.
Yeah.
So then I started doing more research, like where are we getting wax from? Where's Amazon getting their wax from and stuff like that, right? So I started looking into that, stalking Amazon and the vendors and stuff. And then eventually I started finding candle wholesalers, like farmers who do the soybeans and stuff like that, the essential oils or fragrance
Nice.
oils. I started actually looking at candle manufacturers and things like that. So that's when I started piecing my little pieces together, right? Because you can't just buy wicks, wax, and oils, everything from Amazon. No, like it actually has to curate and come together
Yeah.
for it to actually
Has
work.
to be truly tailored. Mm-hmm. Okay, I get
For
that.
sure, yeah.
I got a question for you. What is the most craziest smelling candle you ever seen in your life? Like it was almost like unreal. Like they really made this into a candle smell.
Honestly,
I feel like you would know more than anybody.
marijuana,
What?
the hemp oil,
Like it smells like weed?
straight like
Just
and
weed?
I love weed.
Is it like good smelling weed? Like,
I don't know. Some people are like, I would love that, and I'm like, I don't know. Listen.
why would you turn on a candle to make your house smell like weed?
Weed. I bought a sample of it. I bought a sample because I was just curious. Like, I'm like, oh, maybe I could do something with this, right? Because again, I'm a smoker.
Yeah.
I was like, ew, this is not cute. But now thinking about it, that we're speaking, I'm like, to my nose, it's not good. But yeah, maybe to other people it is.
I wonder
So-
if people were disguising their use on the candle. Were you just smoking weed? Do you smoke weed? No, it's the candle.
It's a
It's the
candle.
candle.
Yeah.
Smell it.
Yeah.
Look, it's real, but they're like really smoking weed.
Right. Well, I mean, you could. Because
Right?
it literally smells like weed. It's so weird.
What was it called?
I think it was called hemp.
Hemp.
Yeah, I think
That's
it was called
interesting.
hemp. Yeah.
That's
It's
interesting.
like a few years ago that I bought the sample. It smells just like weed.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it's just so weird because I walk in the city and I smell weed and I'm like, ooh, who's smoking? Like it smells good, you know? But I bought the oil and it wasn't good. It's so weird. I don't even know how to explain it. It's like marijuana oil. It's just not my thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the craziest one so far.
That's interesting. I'm not saying it's bad. Would I buy that? I don't know.
I don't know. But to your point, who wants their house to smell like weed?
That part.
Yeah.
Imagine you give your gift that to your boss. Put another name on it.
Yeah.
That's funny. I would do that as a joke.
like a joke.
Joke,
like a
joke.
joke candle.
That as.
Yeah, no.
So we talked about weed candles, a little bit about your journey and how making candles. With La Chandelle Candle, I would say, what is the next addition that you want to add? Like, what does the future look like for this brand?
So I have been researching car deodorizers. So there's, to me at least, right? There's this notion that candles are like a women thing, right? Women love candles. That's why I made a masculine line because men love candles too. Maybe not as much as women, but men love candles, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, but I want men to feel included when it comes to my business, right? So I'm like, what do men love? Cars. They want their cars to be clean.
So that part, that's smart.
Right. They want their cars to be clean. They want it to smell good. So I'm like, let me start doing car deodorizers. So yes, I'm looking into that. And I actually want to start looking into chapsticks, like lip balms.
Yeah.
I am a lip balm junkie. Like
Ooh.
ever since I can remember, I have like 5 lip glosses in my bag if I could. Like that's just who I am. Mm-hmm. And it all has like the same ingredients, like beeswax, jojoba oils and stuff like that. Like, jojoba. Let's
Yes.
see.
It's all right,
I'm
babe.
Spanish.
I used to do the same thing until someone was like, "What'd you just say?" Jojoba?
Jojoba.
Jojoba. Jojoba oil.
Yeah. Jojoba.
I swear I did not try to be a dick right now. I just wanted to pass on an
No,
education
thank
that was
you.
given to
Listen,
me.
now I know how to say it, right?
There you go.
No.
Jojoba oil.
Jojoba.
Yes.
Jojoba.
You got it, babe. You got
But
it.
yeah. So yeah, right now, my car deodorizers and then eventually my lip balms.
I love that. And what would you? Do you have an idea of what you would want them to kind of?
I don't know yet. I don't know. Car deodorizers, right now I'm in the middle of, do I want something hanging from your mirror with my logo? Or do I want something that's going to fit in your vents? Something cute and small with the wax, you know? It's easier to make the hanging ones.
Yeah.
It's a little harder to make the ones that hang on your vent. So I think that I am in the middle of, well, I ordered the hanging ones already to see how those smell, right? I want whatever's going to last longer.
Yeah.
And I want something that's not going to be so strong because you're secluded in a car, you know? I don't want something that's going to give you a headache because sometimes you buy these deodorizers and it gives me a headache because they're just so strong.
All right, babe. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to transition it up. We're going to switch it up a little bit. I feel like we got a good vibe of your story, your journey. Where do you want it to go? You know, and I'm sure if a couple questions come by later, we'll ask that. You know, so now it's like, let's get to know Esco a little bit, you know?
Yes.
So, here. I haven't asked you this yet. So, this is the Mina Mendoza card. Think
Okay.
of this as a Black American Express, no limit. You could do whatever you want with this card, babe.
Okay.
So, I'm going to pass this card to you, but there's limitations. You only have this card in your possession for about 24 hours.
Okay.
24 hours. So meaning at 12 a.m. it starts and then it ends at 11:59.
Okay.
So you want to be realistic about what you're asking for. So I always tell a lot of guests, keep in mind, if you're asking to go somewhere, you have to consider the time that's going to get you there and the time that you need to get home.
Okay.
Because if you're in a destination and you need to get home, the card disappears at 12 a.m. Now it's your responsibility.
Okay.
So think of it like that. It just has to be realistic.
Okay.
But you could ask for whatever you want.
Got it.
But it has to fit within 24 hours.
Okay.
It's whatever you want. Esco's looking at me like, what?
Right.
So we want to see like where your mind can go. Remember, the world is your oyster with this, babe. You could hit up Mr. Joe Malone himself. Right? That's how you say the name, Joe Malone?
Yes.
Be like, yo, let's collaborate.
Right.
You could do anything. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, that's it. The card's yours. What would you do?
In 24 hours?
Yeah, you could buy a house, you could buy a car, you could do whatever. I mean, you could lead with that way, but I wanted to help you think of the abundance that you could absorb,
The
you know?
abundance that I can absorb. If I had this card for 24 hours, I have this card for 24 hours, I would visit all the big box luxury brands like Nordstrom's, Neiman's, and have my candles wholesaled there.
Okay.
I would be a big candle corporation like Yankee Candle, for sure. With all that being said, I would be running the corporation, right? How big is this? This is 24 hours?
24 hours, there's no limit, babe. There's no limit.
All right. So I would go check on my corporation, right? I would see the orders that are going out to Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus, Bloomingdale's, places like that. Also my small businesses, because I feel like I'm starting as a small business. So I want to be able to also like help them support, like, you know, La Chandelle Candle would be like a household name, like a Yankee Candle kind of thing, right? So I would love them to have like, oh, everybody has, you know, they have La Chandelle in there, right? For sure, I would love that. I would be there for a good 5 hours, come out, call my parents. Hey, what do you want to do today? Like, my parents wouldn't be working, right? They would be retired. I would retire them for sure. Yeah, I would have their own cars. They would be rent free, whatever they want at their disposal. Let's go have lunch, and afterwards, let's go pick up my daughter. And then with my daughter, you know, we'll do some homework and we'll do some. If it's summertime, we'll probably whatever we can do for the summer day.
Can Girl, you can rent out American Dream.
Right.
To yourself.
Right. Exactly.
To yourself.
Right. Exactly. In the midst of that, let's go pick up your stepdaddy after work, wherever he's at, wherever he is.
Yeah.
Let's go pick him up. Let's go have some dinner, get back home, check my text messages, call my friends, make sure they're okay. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Check up on my properties, right? I'm going to definitely invest in more properties for sure.
Okay.
And I think that would be my day. That would be my 24 hours. I want to be a successful woman with my own company, working for myself, have a fair corporation where I can give people the opportunity to work. Again, my family is like a really big thing to me. My close friends and my family is like a really big thing to me. And
it's your support system.
My support system. Yeah. My daughter means everything. And I've gotten to a point where, when you're younger, you want to be fame. You want the fame. You want to be the popular person. I've been past all of that. I want a soft, happy life, successful life. I want everything to flow correctly, and I know life has its bumps and there's nothing that I can't tackle.
Yeah.
And if I can't, I'm sure it'll pass and I'll figure it out. So that's what I would want.
I love that.
That's what I would want.
Love that. Simple kind of life.
Simple kind of life.
Love that.
I don't want anything too dramatic.
Okay. Yeah, I heard it. La Chandel Candel. Let's go. All right, love. Another thing that I want to ask you, because I feel like it's just fun to ask my guests, is what's your favorite sandwich?
My favorite oh, girl. Can I say a story with this?
Yes, as you should.
Oh, my
Please
God.
Do.
Pregnant, right? You have a kid. You're not allowed to have deli meat, anything like that, right?
Like listeria.
Oh, my God. That was the hardest part for me.
It was, me too.
So my favorite sandwich is a corner store sandwich.
Period.
Okay, nothing else. Fresh. Like corner store sandwiches. A hoagie roll, turkey, cheese, lettuce, oil and vinegar, mayonnaise with a side of Doritos and a pineapple soda.
Yes.
That is like my thing. My whole pregnancy, that's all I freaking wanted. All I freaking wanted. And at that time, I told the father of my child, like, when I give birth, that is all I want. The day after, bring me my sandwich. I will be a happy camper, right? Have my child the next morning. I'm excited because I've done said it to this man 5 times. That's all I want. That's all I want. Exactly how I told you. I get my sandwich. There's avocado in there. There's tomato in there. There's salt and pepper in there. I'm like, you know what? Let me eat this fucking sandwich. I don't want to be ungrateful. But dang, that's all I wanted was a simple sandwich, and I didn't get it.
Damn.
It was at this moment that he knew.
To wait 9
He
months
fucked up.
for that sandwich, and then it's not the way.
So we're not a fan of tomatoes, avocados.
I like avocado. I love avocado. I just don't want it on that's
Yeah.
my sandwich.
I get that.
That is
I get
my
that.
sandwich.
A bodega sandwich. I mean, like, you can put avocado, but it's like it doesn't need it. Like it doesn't.
It
you
does.
know?
Everything is so nice and fresh and fluffy and flavorful. Like,
I'm a hood bitch. Keep it fucking turkey lettuce in there.
yeah.
I get you.
Yes.
I get you. Yeah.
Like-
Once you add avocado, it becomes bougie. It doesn't belong in a bodega.
Right? No.
I mean, you can, but
no.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but no. Not.
I feel
not
like
in
the
my
bodega
sandwich.
man will be mad. He'd be like, "What the fuck?
Right.
Now I gotta cut up this avocado
Right,
and shit."
right.
You know, it's
And
just funny.
tomatoes, I'm not a big tomato person. I'm just not. I'll have it with a burger, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe slice with my little steak.
Okay.
But yeah, no.
So turkey, lettuce, mayo on a roll, oil and vinegar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite
No salt and
sandwich.
pepper.
No salt and pepper.
No.
Okay.
No.
I like that type of sandwich too. That's my vibe too. Let's go. All right, my love. So I guess one thing we could talk about, like, what are your like icks? Like, what is something that you don't like when you meet a certain person?
Are we talking women and men
Anybody.
or just men?
Just anybody. You know, because I feel like, you know, like we could tap into like men, but I feel like, what do you feel like is like a bad vibe, like when you meet someone? Like, what's a vibe that you don't mess with? You know what I mean?
All right. So when it comes to men, I don't like arrogance. I don't like oversharers. I just recently learned that about myself. I don't like people men who overshare.
What do you mean by that, babe? If you could elaborate.
Like
If you could give an example.
everything that they do, like, oh, I'm so broke, I can't do this or I can't do that, or I'll say like, let's go somewhere. Oh, my funds are a little too tight, or thank God I had lunch. They provided lunch today at work because I didn't have the money to like. Keep
Oh my
that to
God.
yourself.
Yo, she said keep it to yourself.
Come on.
You're stressing me out.
Right.
I get that.
I can't do that.
Yeah, just tell me you don't got it.
Just don't tell me at all, right?
Okay.
It's like a gift and a curse, right? Because maybe you should. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. I don't like people who are always fishing to know what you're doing. Like if I'm not providing you the information, I don't want you to try to pressure me and take it out of me. I'm a very private person.
Yeah.
So I can always tell when like people are fishing to just know like my business and stuff, like personal life stuff like that. I don't like that. I feel like when you meet someone, it's weird. I feel like there's an etiquette, like be chill, like make the conversation,
Yeah.
like be cool, like, oh, so how much do you make?
What?
How much is your mortgage?
What? No.
How much do you charge for rent?
Mind your business.
Right. Like there's certain etiquettes that I'm just like, that's a little personal.
Yeah, yeah,
Why
yeah.
you asking me that? Like, no. What's your car payment? What? Mind your business.
No.
I don't like stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
like weird. Why? What is your
Yeah.
agenda?
People are like just so nosy. I get
Yeah.
that. When people ask me questions that like are very intrusive like that, I kind of just like, why you want to know? I'll straight up say it
Right.
back because I want to know why you want to know this information,
Yeah.
Because like I really don't care what you do with your
Yeah.
car. And if you want to tell me, that's cool. But like I'm not. It doesn't mean that I have to tell you.
Ask me my birthday. Ask me my horoscope. Get to know me. Like, what
Yeah.
do you wanna
Also,
know?
happy
Yeah.
belated birthday.
Thank you.
Yes.
Happy
Period. What'd you do for your birthday, babe?
This year, I actually kept it really low, very low. I didn't really do much. Actually, I went out a week after my birthday. I went to Left Keys in Edgewater, I believe.
I've never been there.
The food is amazing.
What type of food is it?
Mediterranean.
Ooh,
I love
okay.
Mediterranean food.
Okay.
It's so good. Okay. The food was amazing, but I was also drunk. So
Good times.
good.
Good
Right? It was
times.
good. So
Good times.
It's good.
Yeah.
But I was drunk. So if you go, be like, this is not what Esco was talking about. Like,
Period.
I was drunk. Just, disclaimer. But it was good. The vibe was great. It was one of those places where I almost feel like they want you to stay and party because they took such a long time to take the order. They came and asked for drinks for 3 times before they finally said, "Oh, what do you want
What?
for appetizer?" Everybody was drunk out of their mind in that
Oh my
restaurant. And they're throwing out the napkins and the music's bumping and everyone's dancing on couches and tables
What?
and stuff. Yeah.
What do you mean?
And then
What do
it's
you
almost like they
mean?
brought the food out all together for all the tables because then everyone's sitting down chilling, eating. Yeah. And then you get back up again and you have the champagne and everything. Yeah, that was a fun time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You said it's called Left
Keys.
Left Keys.
Yeah, Lefkes.
In Edgewater? Ooh.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
nice spot.
I'm gonna check that out. I am
Yeah.
gonna check that out. And before I forget,
I got you a little gift.
this amazing human being brought me a gift. La Chandelle Kendall. I love the bags, first of all. It's
Thank
giving.
you.
It's
Thank
giving. I love it. She brought me a gift. Thank you, babe.
No problem. You're welcome.
In love with the cocoa. What are you insinuating? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's coconuts.
Let me see if I can throw some emojis in here, right? I always feel like you gotta smell things with your eyes closed. I can't, right? Like, oh my God, like, yo, smelling things with your eyes open, it's giving psycho behavior. Because I try to do that right now. I'm like, who smells? No, for real. You know what I mean? I was like, wait, who does that? So anyways, you psychos, you smell with your eyes closed.
That's
So I'm gonna give some
funny.
emojis. I'm here. So in love with the cocoa. First of all, I'm getting hits of like coconut, but not like coconut oil. It's giving me like coconut flakes, and then I get like vanilla, like some type of sweetness, but then I get like some type of like fruitiness in there besides the coconut. So it's giving almost like pineapples and coconut. It smells good. It smells really, really good. Like this smells like I would eat it.
Don't.
No, I'm not gonna eat it. But it smells really like it smells really nice. Like I could tell like
you.
there's a lot of love in this candle.
Thank you.
It's just the coconut that you use because there's some coconut where it smells too artificial, and this smells like it's like the flakes. Like I don't know, like it smells fresh.
It smells fresh. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fresh smelling candle.
It's giving
for
like
summer. I smell it all the way
it's
over
giving a pina colada, not in Miami because I feel like the pina colada Miami is aggressive. It's giving pina colada and Cape Cod with class. That's what it's giving.
I smell it here, and to me, it's giving sunscreen in like Mexico or somewhere.
Okay,
right?
sunscreen in Mexico. It just smells freaking good as hell. In love with the cocoa. Thank you so much.
You. I mean, no problem.
Thank you so much. Here, let's put it up for the camera. The packaging is beautiful. It's made out of glass. I love the aesthetic too. I feel like you keep the letters simple. So it's not like crazy, but it's enough where it stands out on its own. Mm-hmm. I love that. Thank you so much, my love.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for bringing a little gifty gift.
No problem.
But yes, love. So we're about that time where we are gonna be wrapping it up soon, love. So I would love for you to take this time to kind of tell the viewers your Instagram, where they could find you, maybe some future events that you might be having, just so that people could know.
Sure. So again, you can find me on La Chandelle Candle on Instagram, LACHANDELLE Candle. I will actually be having a light and wick in Hoboken. Shout out to New Jersey Garden State of Mind and Jersey Media. I will be at the Green Room Friday. Tickets are still available. We will be making some candles, getting a little high. And then the week after, I will be at the Green Room in Montclair, and I will be popping up with my entire candle table. So I'll have all types of varieties and things like that. And in July, I'm actually taking off. I'm taking off in July. I want to enjoy my summer. But I will be actively selling on Instagram. I do deliveries. I do shipping. I move these candles. That's what pretty much I do. So yeah, all my activity and all my future events will be on Instagram. So
let's go. I'm gonna definitely see if I can make it to a couple of those light and wicks.
Yeah.
I do want to make another candle.
Yes.
And then I guess something from you, Esco, like a piece of advice. It doesn't have to be towards your candle business. What is a piece of advice, being the person that you are today in this couch, that you would give to someone? What's an advice that you would give to someone in general?
What is the advice I would give to someone in general? Honestly, take every day as you go. Plan it out. Take your time. Breathe. Stop and smell the roses. There's times where my life gets super hectic that I get anxiety. You know, I have a very straightforward, structured life. My every hour is planned out. It's almost a little crazy, but if you're trying to do your own thing, have a small business, you have a full-time job, your parents, whatever the case is, just breathe, take your time and continue to do it. If you need breaks, take those breaks, but don't quit. Once you quit, it's always hard to get back up. It's always hard to consistently do what you got to do. And believe in yourself. Truly believe in yourself. I know sometimes it's hard. Mental health is a really big thing. I've gone through my times with depression, actually, where I used to think that would never happen to me. How can people, get depressed? No, it happened to me. It totally happens to me. And you got to get yourself out of that funk. Go work out, go outside, go enjoy the weather.
Light a candle.
light a candle for sure. Light a candle, spark your blunt, do your little drinky drink, and keep pushing. Just keep pushing. That is what I tell myself all the time. Just keep pushing.
I love that. I love that, love, because it's so like realistic how you said that too. Because like, you know, whatever is your motive, as long as it's not like dangerous or anything like that, but just keep it going, you know?
Yeah.
Like, pa'lante. Literally, pa'lante.
Yeah.
100%.
And let me tell you, it's like I just mentioned, I never thought I would be that person. I'd be like, I'm depressed. No, I was really down in the dumps a lot this year, actually. And I'm like, am I burnt out? You know, like, am I tired? Am I not giving myself enough breaks? And I am giving myself breaks. So what is it? And it really is just in you. And I'm so grateful for my friends and my family, my support system, because if it wasn't for them, I don't even know that I would still be on this candle journey. Like, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard. We as humans, we take in so much to do. We want to be better than the day before. And it's just like, it's fine, but give yourself some grace.
Yes.
You know?
Be kinder to yourself.
Be kinder to yourself. Watch the words that you say to yourself, too. I've been on this whole journey where I try not to speak negative. I really try not to, because you're not paying attention to what it's doing to you. It's actually stopping you. So like, change your words around sometimes. Like,
I love that.
yeah.
It's like hindering yourself low key.
Yeah.
Okay.
It really is. So
Yes. So I heard it. I love that. Thank you for sharing that, love. So yes, friends, Mina Mendoza out here with another banger. We'll be back next week, Thursday, 7 p.m. live, regular programming. But La Chandelle Candel, aka Esco, aka Jennifer. Thank you so much for being a guest today. Thank you so much for the gift. It's been a vibe. It's been a vibe.
Yes.
And all I do love, I just wish you continued success and positive energy in your journey. And I know that you'll get there.
I appreciate it.
You will
Thank
get
so
there.
much.
I hope you make that car deodorizer too.
I am.
Because
No,
I will buy
totally
it.
am.
I will buy
totally
it.
am.
Just saying.
I totally am.
All right, my friends. I'm out of here. It's your girl, Mina Mendoza. Little girl, big personality, queen of spice. We out.